Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're checking out MXGP 2020, seeing as we are exactly 10 days away from MXGP 2021 launching. So there's some things on this game. This is the PlayStation 5 version that I'm really excited to see move forward. Right now we're looking at the right before you get into the game, you're looking at this menu, and you can see that the rider, the bike is highly detailed, lots of detail in it. Looks really clean, really nice. So we are going to go to Teutschenthal, not Shanghai, Teutschenthal. We're gonna go check out some Teutschenthal. This is a pretty cool track. We're gonna go to the race. We're gonna do a few laps. Not racing anybody else. That way I can concentrate on talking and stuff. Show you a little bit of how this game looks. My favorite view is this right here. This is probably my favorite part of 2020. I do have this game on Xbox Series X as well. Both of them look really clean and crisp in game, like right here. They both almost look identical. The menus on the Xbox version are like really blurry, look really bad. So that's kind of nice that we're going to be able to finally see the sharper, crisper menus on the Xbox version. So this right here, for me, I've been playing these now since the MXGP Pro. I bought a bunch of them all in 1 year. This is probably my third year of actually buying them the day and date when they come out. I will be covering MXGP 2021 on my channel. I just love these. I love these games. I used to play MX versus ATV games back in the older days, but now we're moving forward. These ones here, I still buy the MX games, but these right here, I like the Monster Energy Supercross games as well, but these ones here are my favorite. I like the outdoor tracks. They are always bigger, more, better, higher jumps. They always look great. This is the first year, okay, so, alright, I'm losing track. Okay, this is the first year where these games actually really went out and got a more artistic look to them. These look freaking great. Trackside detail looks better than it's ever looked. The track itself looks better than it's ever looked. Every single track has a distinctive look to it. I mean, some of them do kind of have the same dirt pattern type deal, like this like Teutschenthal, Udvala, and guys named Falkenshorn all look to have this type of dirt, and it looks pretty good. So the thing is when you're looking out here, all of these games. Oh, another thing to point out: if you are on the Xbox version and you have these games, they are running in Dolby Vision. Believe it or not, it is Dolby Vision, and it does look good. And that goes back to everyone they've had HDR support in. Every single one of them have Dolby Vision, and I have looked at them. Some of the games now are running FPS boost on Xbox, which is pretty cool. Like the older ones, like Monster Energy 3, is running with Dolby Vision and FPS boost, so you're getting 60 frames a second, 1080p with Dolby Vision, and that looks really good. It actually holds up pretty well. So this is the far cam. It looks to be everything that I've seen for 2021. It looks like all of these camera modes are intact, and that is freaking great because this is probably the best they've ever looked. The sharpness, the crispness, the detail in the bikes. I really hope. I mean, I'm really interested to see how much farther they can push these because they basically look the same on last gen consoles too. They do have. I think the last gen consoles do have all of these upgrades and everything that have come with this, but they couldn't necessarily just keep the old look to these games. Here's a little bit closer chase cam. This one here I like more. I don't know why. It looks better because this way you can see your bike more. It looks like the physics on this are a lot more. I mean, a lot more realistic. I mean, yeah, you can get these bikes. You can get these bikes jumping pretty high in real life and stuff, but this one here just feels more grounded. It feels like the bikes have more weight to them, which is really good. The sound has been adjusted to make it sound better. Like there's so much finer detail in here. So much more fine detail in this game now, and it looks great because of it. These games come out every year. Every single year you get a new one, and to be able to have more detail. The one thing I would really like for these games to really start having is better track degradation. Now these already do have pretty decent track degradation, like you can follow your line from before. You can always see the lines that you put down the previous track. I would just like to see if like say you're going around the track and you're following the exact same and you're following the same exact course every single time. I would like to see like the sides of these mounds start to wear down, and some other stuff, you know, that would just be kind of cool. Just if they worked on the track degradation part of this game, and just kind of left all the visuals the same as they are now, maybe add a little more stuff to them. But as this sits right now, man, this looks great to like push this generation forward. It looks pretty good. Like these are done on Unreal Engine, so I mean you're getting pretty decent. You're getting pretty decent visuals overall. Like the crowds look freaking great. Twitch is just one of my favorite courses. Actually, I like almost all of them. There's like maybe two I don't like. I hope that they can fix. Ooh, I just love the way that feels when you're in this view. So much more control over your bike. I do like the Xbox controller better for handling, for steering and everything. But this right here on the PlayStation 5, oh my gosh, man, the haptics, they actually feel good. Like you can feel all the little fine movement in when you jump, when you hit the ground. When you wheelie, you can feel like the front tire come off the ground. You can feel when the front tire hits the ground and when the back tire hits the ground. You can feel the slide. Like you feel like you have more consistency. With the triggers on, you can feel the rev when you jump off the jump and you keep that held down. You can feel it. You can feel it keep kicking in your finger. Like it's pretty cool. Like the sensation that you get out of the dual sets on this game is freaking probably the best I've felt in a lot of games. And I've played a lot of games on the PS5 now. This one here, at first, I do turn the triggers all the way to low on this because when they're up high and they put that stress on your finger, it kind of wears your fingers out pretty quick. So I just turn them off. It's not that big a deal. That little bit of pressure toward your finger, you know, just kind of wears it out a little bit. But and that's only with the throttle button. On the brake button, you're not really pulling that trigger in this a lot anyway. So you can definitely get a lot more fine throttle control through turns on this game now. Oh, I ran that guy. So there's, oh man, we're almost done with our 5th lap. Like this is beautiful, and it's so easy to switch between the cameras now to get a better view. This is probably let's go ahead and switch to a different track because I wanted to do 10. I wanted to do 10 laps. I wanted to do 5 on Teutschenthal, and then I wanted to do like 5 on a molar or something, just to kind of show you like the difference between the oh, maybe we can go to Lockett. Lockett's a nice track too. We'll do Lockett. I like. There's some stuff I want to point out on that track. Maybe I'll do 5 on. Maybe I'll do 5 on Vulcan Sword as well, just to kind of 5 in the rain on Vulcan Sword. Proceed. As you can see, loading times are extremely fast on both PlayStation and Xbox. Alright, so this track here, see, you can already tell the difference in the, I always do that first jump like that, too far. But you can already tell that the ground detail is different. The textures, the coloring, it looks better. It looks good. It looks, well, it looks, everything on this game has more of an artistic look to it that just really, really looks good. I love those shelf jumps. Those are so freaking great. I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm so happy that I found these games. I had stopped playing these for a long time, since like the PlayStation 2 generation when I was playing the MX versus ATV games, and then I actually got one on my PlayStation Plus, the first Monster Energy Supercross game. They gave that to me free, and yeah, that was a great freaking. That was great because then after playing that game, I mean, I think we were already up to. There were plenty of these out, but we were already up. Like the second Monster Energy game was already out, and the third one was just about to come out. Like it was pre-orderable. So what I did was I bought the second game, played a lot of the second game, Monster Energy Supercross, pre-ordered the third game, bought all the MXGP games from Pro Forward, and then pre-ordered 2019, or was, yeah, pre-ordered 2019. No, 2019. No, yeah, I pre-ordered 2019 because the very next year we got this one here. Or was it 2018 I pre-ordered? I don't remember. But yeah, these were pretty great, and I've seen just how much they have changed with each game. And then when this one came out, and I started playing it on my Xbox Series X, when it came out, the PlayStation 5 version was a little bit behind. But yeah, dude, I'm so happy I found these games because they are just so fun to play. To get out here and just do laps and get better and stuff, like this is a fun experience. And that's what I love about racing games, man. There is no pressure whatsoever. There's always a time attack mode that you can just get out there and test your skills and have fun. You do not need to completely stress yourself out with these games. You can just buy these. Usually right before the new one comes out, the old one comes out, or the old one is on sale. So right now you can probably be able to get this one here on sale fairly recently, or fairly soon for a decent price. And I don't necessarily think that these visuals are gonna change that much with the new game. Most of the time you just get different tracks on these. Like you'll lose some and you'll gain a couple, and that's kind of why I buy them all the time, because they don't ever really change enough in them to where it's like, oh man, you gotta hurry up and relearn a whole new. This one here was probably the biggest learning curve, but due to the way this feels in this mode, it wasn't that big of a learning curve. It was actually better. It was actually a better one to learn how to ride on. Like for real, this feels way more natural in this. Because I used to downhill bike. I used to downhill bike, and this right here just has that. gives you that feeling when you're like, oh, when you're about to hit. Yeah, it feels a lot more realistic to me, anyways. In terms of, I mean, yeah, I guess the head can be up a little bit higher, but for the most part, like, I have zero complaints with this. It feels good. I know where, I feel like I know where my bike is when I turn the corners. Like, I know where my back tire is, so I'm not spinning out. Oh yes, those jumps, man, are so freaking fun. I mean, I'm the kind of person that can literally sit here and do laps and laps and laps and laps, but I love how, like, right now, when I'm driving through this, it feels like I'm driving through gravel too. Like, you can feel, like, it feels tougher. Like, it feels like your bike is a lot harder to drive through it, for sure. Whereas on that last stage, it felt like I was driving through dirt. Oh, really soft and squishy. Oh boy, look at me. Okay, I did 2 tracks on this. Now we're going to jump over to Vulcan Sword, just so that I can get a few of these tracks in here. As you can tell, I've turned off the radio on this because it just, yeah, they'll just, like, not let my video be on there. All right, Time Attack Vulcan Sword is one of my favorites. This one here has so many tracks, so many good tracks, and they brought so many, like, during the after launch. They brought more tracks. We got a good amount. See, now we're back on dirt, and now you can feel like it feels smooth. I'm not getting as much resistance on the DualSense, like, not as much rumbling. Like, this feels like there's no resistance whatsoever. But you could tell when you were driving through freaking the rock just how much the little freaking puddle sounds it makes when you fly through them. This is great. Now, I like first-person cam, so I do record a lot of my video in first-person cam. It just, to me, it feels like I have more control over what I'm doing when I'm out here racing like this. But if you're racing a whole bunch of people, it might be beneficial to have the other cam on. Actually, this still just looks cool. It looks cool when you're racing with people. It's pretty intense too. You know, I think my first video on YouTube was either this game or WRC10. Actually, I think it was WRC9, to tell you the truth. And then this was mine. And then I started putting videos out on this, and nobody watched them, so nobody's probably going to watch this one. But I will have some interesting. Oh wait, I gotta remember what 3 tracks I drove. Teutschenthal, yeah, Teutschenthal, Locken, and Vulcan Sword. I get excited over the weirdest things, man, but this game is freaking great. I'm so excited for the next game to come out in 10 freaking days. It's literally 10 days away. 10 days, so I just wanted to throw some content out over this game to get you hyped for the next one. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of wish they would send me a review code for it so I could get it early. Create a bunch of content on it, but this will have to do. This one here looks freaking great. I do love the DualSense. on this game. I do like the Xbox, the way the handling feels better. I probably will be buying this on both console, or the next game on both consoles, to do a review of both of them. Trying to see if there's any real differences. I do put when these games first come out, I put a lot of I plan for a good few weeks at a time, pretty consistently, and then after that, then I will just go back to them every once in a while, like I'm doing right now. It just depends. Sometimes I just really do like to do these laps and stuff. I don't ever do the. And there are 2 laps on Vulcan Sword. So just to kind of show you the difference, like, let's go back to this other camera. Like, you can see, like, the visuals on here look really, really good. Everything just looks nice. The water on the ground looks good. The rain effects in this game look really, really good. A lot of people don't like the race in the rain on these. They're like, oh gosh, it's too bad. But I like it. I think it's actually freaking beautiful. The trees on here on the side look pretty dang good. Like, this is probably the best I've ever seen these games, and I really am looking forward to the next game coming out. There are customization stuff that you can do to the bikes and stuff. You can make you can put the back wheel out longer for higher jumps, but this is pretty freaking great. It's definitely a fun game to play. You can probably, like I said, you'll probably be able to get this on a discount here pretty shortly. The new game is coming out in 10 days, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.